Congress has agreed to a stopgap measure to avoid the government shutdown, which would have happened in about 45 minutes. It's a continuing resolution. It'll keep the government up and running another 45 days. The deal got done because House Speaker Kevin McCarthy dropped some demands for some steep spending cuts in an attempt to win over some Democrats, which worked. But not everybody's happy with it because the bill did not include money for Ukraine this time around. That's a victory for a number of Republicans on this thing. It does increase federal disaster assistance by $16 billion. President Biden wanted that. The final vote coming at 9:03 p.m. tonight, less than 3 hours before the whole thing was going to shut down. Now it's not. Political battle in Washington on the minds of many who were gathering at the Ukrainian American Citizens Club of Kahoz for a festival and a fundraiser tonight. Anthony Krolakowski joining us now live in studio with how that organizing group called 518 Ukrainians is celebrating the country's unbreakable spirit, also supporting the fighting of that war more than a year and a half now, Anthony.
Thank you, John. Those at the festival celebrated traditional music, crafts, and food. At the same time, remembering family and friends half a world away who are not able to live in peace because of Russia's invasion. 518 Ukrainians led an emotional afternoon of Ukrainian spirit and culture. News 10's own Lydia Kulbida emceeing the event and sharing personal stories of her heritage. Those who came out were grateful to see all the support.
That's what it's all about, and we got to do it, and any positivity, any positive stuff we can send out there is to the benefit of everybody.
Ukraine will be benefiting from the festival, with proceeds providing aid to those suffering from Russia's war. Ukrainian Congress Committee President Dr. Andriy Baran wants to keep attention on the war.
More importantly, we're trying to raise funds for Ukraine. It's fallen out of the headlines. Putin is not sleeping. Every day, Ukrainian boys are dying on the front.
While the United States House of Representatives approved a stopgap bill preventing a government shutdown due to funding, aid to Ukraine was cut from the budget.
That's an extremely short-sighted measure. Ukrainians are doing America's job. Ukrainian boys are dying, so American boys don't have to. Eventually, Putin's going to hit Poland, he's going to hit the Baltics, and they are in NATO.
A petition was set out for anyone to sign, asking the United States government to fund Ukraine's defense. The document will be given to lawmakers in Washington and the White House.
I prepared 10 pages, but I see they are filling very, very fast, and there are a lot of people are willing to sign this.
While government support has become a political issue, the local community and organizations are willing to help out. Some, like Medical Relief for Ukraine, have been active since the beginning of the conflict.
We started this organization 10 days after war started, which is 1.5 years ago, and did not stop since then.
These groups told me that they would like to have another festival next year. Links to these organizations and ways to help can be found on our website, news10.com. Reporting live in studio, Anthony Krolakowski, News 10 ABC.